Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my podcast. So, this episode is going to be my 90th episode, actually, and this was the goal that I set out for myself at the beginning of summer of 2020. My goal was to create 20 episodes and post them up onto YouTube each day, but that did not actually turn out the way that I wanted to. However, I am still able to accomplish my goal of completing 90 episodes of my podcast and share it with the world and just have someone to talk to, share my experiences, and just talk about what I've been through, what I'm currently going through. And it was a crazy 3 months. Honestly, I didn't even know if I would be able. Halfway through the summer, I think I only had like 20 episodes up on my YouTube channel. Halfway through the summer, I didn't even know if I was going to accomplish this goal of mine to be able to have 90 podcasts up on my YouTube. Unbelievable. I never would have thought in 100 years that I would even create a podcast, to be honest. But I realized that I've had friends who tell me that I'm good at storytelling. I've had people who told me that they enjoy me telling them stories about my past and stuff like that. And I just wanted to share my skills. And obviously, who doesn't like to talk about themselves, right? So I created an entire episode on why I kind of started podcasting. But I just kind of want to recap it really quickly by saying that one of the reasons I started podcasting was to create a diary, as well as to share my story, to tell my story anonymously. And of course, I know that I'm not going to be... I wasn't expecting to be famous or anything, but it would have been nice if I was somehow able to monetize my platform and potentially even focus on it full time. Like, who knows? Like, I don't know what the future holds. Like, that would be so freaking cool. Like, you know what would be cool? If I can actually interview people that I just like during my travels and then like have a podcast about their experiences and what they did, why they did that, and stuff like that. That's actually super cool. I think, that's a great story. I'm actually probably going to do that. Starting with my parents' story. I don't know, maybe not, But this is my 90th episode. I've hit my goal for the summer. My original goal, to be honest. And I surpassed my 60 episode goal. And I finally was able to do 90 episodes. I understand that, of course, these episodes aren't the highest quality. But that's not what I'm aiming for. My goal was, I don't want to say quantity over quality, but it was quantity over quality. I'm interested in sharing as many different stories that I can at the moment to reach my goals. That was my goal. My goal isn't to create in-depth, perfect, beautiful vlogs or stuff like that. My goal was to create something that's fun and at a high volume so that I would have can I talk? Like, I can't even talk. So that I would have like a variety of like stories and topics to look back on. I just feel like this was such a great opportunity that I never, in my wildest dreams, thought I would be doing. I know that I like diary and stuff like that, but like, damn, I never thought that I would be creating a podcast and just talking to myself in my room like a maniac. But I think that's the cool thing, is that I'm able to create a story, tell my story about my life, my past experiences, why I did what I did, why I didn't do what I did, and why everything happened to me and how everything happened to me. I am so excited for the future, but I'm also extremely nervous. For these 90 episodes, I've created a wide variety of podcasts ranging from a variety of topics. And I just feel like this would be such a great way for me to look back on when I'm like 25, 20, 30, 40. I don't even freaking know. I just think like it would be such an amazing tool to be able to look back to all of this and just be able to hear my story and everything. Like, I know that when I was little, I had a small, like, a heavy ass desktop where I would just like journal and diary in it, but unfortunately that shit got like demolished. And I thought, what better way to create a diary than a virtual diary, something that's on the cloud, something that I can access through anything, something I can even potentially share with other people if I wanted to, and something that is open and just like fun. Whoa, my thighs look massively fat. But okay, that's off topic. But yeah, I'm actually so proud of myself that I was even able to hit this goal. I know obviously it's nothing like extravagant, but I really thought I was going to give up on this goal, and the fact that I was able to accomplish it, because there's like honestly there was like no incentive for me to accomplish it. Like, I guess like having a diary in the future, but other than that there was just no incentive, no reason for me that pushed me to create something, to achieve my goal. But regardless, I was still able to hit my goal. I can't stop thinking about that. And honestly, I just think it's so cool how I was able to see the progression of my podcast, even though I didn't do anything like extravagant, but I was able to see like the title of the episodes change and the thumbnail. I was able to really look at the progression of my thumbnails at the beginning. They were just like a bunch of colorful backgrounds, and each episode had one different color. And then I soon realized that was just too time consuming for me, and I was just like over it, to be honest. But then I look back at it and it was pretty cool. And my thumbnail back then just had like episode 1, episode 2. It didn't really have like the titles and stuff like that. So I've recently incorporated the titles into the thumbnail, which is super cool. And then I was able to... And then it went from colorful to just like plain white, because my goal was to get up 90 episodes, not to make it perfect. And I made it all white for I think like 20 or 30 episodes. And then eventually I switched it to green, the thumbnail to green, and then easy text. The fonts are like minimal, episode numbers are minimal and stuff like that. And now I just feel like it fits my brand and just podcast channel a little bit more, but definitely there's a lot more work that can be done to it in the future. Just at the moment, I feel like I've accomplished my goal and I should just enjoy my life now. Yeah, I'm just so proud of myself. And moving forward, let me be honest. Moving forward, will I be continuing my podcast? Will I be continuing my podcast? That's a great question that I just do not have the answer to. I will definitely try my best to create episodes when I feel like it. I don't want to make it feel like a chore. And to be honest, like this whole 90 episode journey, it did feel like a chore, but I'm proud of this chore and I'm glad I did this chore. It's just I'm just so proud of myself at the end of the day for sticking through with the plan, checking off another thing on my summer to-do list. And just, yeah, moving forward, I will definitely try to continue adding more episodes if I can. And then also, I kind of just want to talk about where moving forward, I hope my future outside of this podcast, my life would be like. If I do happen to kind of end my podcast channel here. And that is that I hope that I finish my graduate school within the next year, and I hope that I start working for a great employer, great company, being surrounded by great people, and of course I want to be paid well too. Ideally, I would want like $85,000 to be honest a year. That's a stretch, but like I'll settle for like 72 to 75 because of the whole quarantine and the COVID situation. And then my relationships, I hope to continue building my relationship with 3 people that are most closest to me, as well as I hope to continue to save money and start investing in my future. I would love to buy property when I hit the age of 30, and yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this episode here. No, I'm not. I thought my mom was gonna come in, so I decided to wrap it up early. But I don't even know, is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Moving forward, is there anything else I want to do? Definitely continue or try to meditate as much as I possibly can to calm myself down. I want to continue journaling and finish journaling in my black notebook. It's almost complete. It's another thing I'll be able to check off. One of my other goals was to complete one entire journal of what happened during the summer of 2020. And aside from that, I want to continue selling my clothes and trying to, I don't want to say flip it, but make as much profit as I can and kind of downsize everything that I have. And then lastly, for my parents, I guess like I want to I want to continue to take care of them and love them and enjoy my time with them, because I know that they're getting old and I'm getting older too. And yeah, a lot has been accomplished thus far this summer, and I'm so proud of my fucking self. I know that I keep saying that I feel lazy and stuff like that, but I've actually accomplished more than I thought I would. So for that, I want to be able to pat myself on the back and be like, hey, bro, you did a lot. I'm so fucking proud of you. And yeah, whether or not my podcast will continue, I don't know, honestly, but I would love to continue it in the future. If anything, if I had more time. And yeah, I just hope that you guys enjoyed my 90 episodes. And I hope that I was able to provide some sort of insight and just a little bit about myself and who I am and the person I've become the past couple of years. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I just wanted to say thank you so much for everyone. If there was anyone that even supported me throughout my whole channel, throughout the summer, I just wanted to say thank you and cheers. Cheers to good fortune, good health, wealth, family, friends, and yeah. Cheers to 90 episodes.